Hi, folks. I just want to take a few minutes to explain my channel and what I've been doing with espresso machine in the last 10 years and what I will start to do, hopefully, in the coming weeks or days. So basically, I start my coffee journey or my barista journey when I got married. I decided that I was willing to pay more to get a good coffee machine. So at that time, I bought what I could afford the best. It was a small Breville machine, and I started to experiment with it. And at some point, it broke. So I had to get it fixed because at that time I wasn't able to fix coffee machine. So after that I got into the rabbit hole, which is exactly the name of my channel. So, and I'm sure it's the case for a lot of you guys and girls. I bought a very old golden edition Gadget Classic, and with this one I took more my time to fix the issue, because it's important to understand I've always been not poor, but with moderate money. So even if I was hoping to get the most shiny double boiler E61 machine, it took me quite some years to reach that point. So I don't want to complain. I bought the Gadget Classic and I fixed it myself, and I got it repaint and customized. I fixed the OPV. I fixed a couple of things. I changed the steam wand. I remember a few easy to fix and modify parts. I got the machine professionally painted, and I have been happy with that machine for quite some years. At some point, I was hoping to try something else, and I found a good deal on Nuova Simonelli Oscar 1 heat exchanger machine. So that made a big step on the way I thought about making coffee. At that point, I was also getting better a bit with latte art and with the technicality of playing inside the coffee machine. And at some point I had to do maintenance on that machine too. And I decided also, because when I bought it, the shell was cracked. So I decided to strip the machine, and I had to change the boiler. And I decided I would completely repaint the shell with a very light slimy green or lime green. It was very nice. Actually, the paint job I did was very good. I fixed all the shell with epoxy, and I sent it back and I primed it and I paint over it. And anyway, I end up selling that machine too. And after that, I really start to look more into manual lever machine, because and this is just my opinion, but in my analysis of how the espresso is done, it's very important to get a very, very, very good water temperature stability. I'm not talking about the group head temperature or the boiler temperature, but the water temperature. The reason why I emphasize on this is because most of modern espresso machine first doesn't have a lot of metal mass or water mass. So they're small boiler, thin boiler, very small group head in comparison of what was done by the first Italian builder. So it doesn't make much sense to me to pump cold water inside a very small boiler and being sure that all that water is mixed up and heat up all at the same good temperature. And it's very easy to test. You can see after a few seconds the water start to drop in temperature or go up in temperature depending on the style of machine you have. So to me, I was looking to get something that doesn't follow that path. And also I was looking for more latitude with the pressure. So I felt at that time that getting into a La Pavoni machine was the perfect choice. And I have to admit, still to that day, I believe that a well-tuned La Pavoni, whether professional or Euro Piccola, is very, very close to the best you can get, but still they have some problem. The way they work, they had to overheat the water to get the pressure to make the steam and to have the water go into the group head. And also the size of the portafilter always bothered me. And I'm not saying that it's not making good espresso. It's making delicious espresso without a doubt. But the accessories and the range of what you can do with smaller portafilter, to me, is less than the commercial, and I would push it to say the E61 standard group head portafilter. So I bought used La Pavoni. It was a pre-millennium model. It get me quite happy, and at that point also I noticed that if I want full control on my coffee, that roasting it or starting to roasting it at home would be definitely help my wallet. And also give me more latitude on what I can roast, the level of roast, understanding the most I can of all that. So I got myself Be More coffee roaster, and I start to experiment with it. And with those little La Pavoni, I've noticed, because I have a machinist and a designer background, that it was very easy for me to strip them off and get them powder coated and add a lot of accessories, whether I made it myself or I bought it online. And so that hobby of just upgrading machine become a side hustle. And when I pick up speed a little bit with the side hustle, it got very interesting, because I was able to buy more machine, try more machine, fix more machine, sell more machine, make a little bit of money that I always snowball into a new machine, bigger machine, nicer machine. I've been able to find some tips on finding the good deal. So it become really like a lifestyle for me to go pick up machine and buying the tool, and It went as far as buying a wood lathe to make accessories and stuff like that. So one of the best machine I have to say I've worked on was a Faima Lambro 1956, I think, and it was a very big project. I decided I wanted to make that when I was in a parental vacation. So I had some time and I was off job, so I've been able to rebuild that machine as much as I was able to. It wasn't perfect, but I sold it also accordingly. And it's still it's still an ongoing thing. It's currently 7 a.m. I've got out the house at 5 a.m. It's Saturday. I had an hour drive long to go. Got La Pavoni, very cheap one that I got. And I also have a Breville dual boiler with me in the car, so I will have some job to do in my pastime for the next week. So now each time, just to conclude on the past of my channel, each time I was listing a machine online, I've always make sure that it worked correctly, and made for some of them I made a little video showing the extraction, taking a mental note of what was nice with those machines, what was bad with those machines. I also make contact a lot with people in the local industry, whether it's coffee roaster, green bean importer, espresso machine maker, technician, all that, because I cannot fix everything myself, so I had to rely on other people sometimes. So my network is getting nicer, and with that, I also have been very curious about Asian machines and Asian grinder, and I know there's like a common thought about Asian product that sometimes they're cheaply made or they are hard to fix. But I have to admit that after looking at some of their machine, I came to the conclusion that some of their product might actually be superior, or at least equal of what the Italians are making or claims to be making, because some Italian brand had their stuff made in China, or parts for sure. So I decided to take the money I made on the last sale I've done and go ahead and purchase some very intriguing espresso machine and grinder from Asia, Thailand in particular. So I will do review of that stuff, hopefully for you guys to be able to acquire the best equipment at the best price for home, mostly for home. And I will not compromise any of my thought, because I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this to get famous or anything. I'm just like passionate in the technicality of how those machines work and the coffee they produce. So in the next days or week, I will hopefully produce a video on one very popular lever machine, which is the Flair 58 with the Eating Group. And I know there's a lot of review of this machine already. but I will compare it to the ALM Copy PID lever machine, which is a pearl from Asia. This machine is very, very nice if you are someone who appreciate nice craftsmanship paired with very, very good coffee. Very good coffee. Maybe the best I've had. So stay tuned. I'm a very simple guy. My video will be with very low budget, but I'm really aiming just to put the best information out there, and that's pretty much it. So welcome to the Coffee Rabbit Hole channel. I know a lot of us are stuck in that rabbit hole, but it's a journey, and yeah, I will. I hope I will be able to make you judge of a good opportunity, or try to make us all discover new products that are actually very good. So that's it, guys.